Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. With this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the RTX 3080 Ti 12GB GPU in Stray, the best game ever because, well, it has cute cats, you know. So the one that I have is the Founders Edition model of the card. We are running it as usual with the latest Nvidia drivers at the time of recording this video. I am not overclocking the card because it consumes already way too much power. In fact, it's idling at 90 plus watts. That's crazy. It's whenever I select the high power mode in Nvidia control panel, that happens. If yours is also consuming a lot of power on idle, just set this right here to normal and it will lower it down to like 20 watts on idle. But moving on, you can see all of the GPU specs right here in Tech Power-Up's GPU Z. Rebar is also enabled, and over on the left we're pairing it with a Ryzen 95900X and 32GB of RAM as usual. Let's get into it, shall we? Here we go, we're in the menu now, getting a reasonable 500 plus FPS, you know. Oh, not 500 plus, it actually drops. 1080p resolution, highest settings possible, of course, and we're also going to test it out at 1440p, 4K, 8K, and 16K resolution. Here we are. I'm actually surprised that it's not really getting a ton more FPS than like the 3060 Ti, I think. That's very interesting, and it's still consuming like 340 plus watts of power, which is insane. Now, this game still stutters a little bit, and this is probably one of the most intensive areas that you'll come across in this game. So it's normal that it is dropping a little bit, but we're going to test it out in the city as well, and in that area, it's probably going to go up to like 400 frames per second. At least that's what I am expecting. Over here, we're actually a little bit CPU bound. GPU usage is not maxed out, so we're finally reaching the limits of the 5900X, but the thing is, do you really need those 360 FPS all of the time or something like that for a competitive experience in Stray? I don't think so, and the fact that we still get 99% GPU usage sometimes, it's insane. It means that the game isn't really that CPU intensive whatsoever, and we've seen that with an i3-2120 previously in this channel as well. Anyway, city area now, and it's getting a little bit more FPS if I look in this direction, but then looking back, I think the entire city is being rendered behind this building, and it drops a lot. Yeah, it definitely is. So it gets extremely CPU bound with 50% GPU utilization at times. I think I am a little bit stuck now in the story. Maybe I gotta go up there? How do I go up there? Through here? I can't even jump there. Why? Why do you do this, Jack? Come on, buddy. Alright, maybe here. There? No. Okay. Oh, I see it now. I see it. I need to get inside of this and move this there. Oh, boy. Do I have time? I think so. They're stuck, aren't they? Oh, get wrecked, you boys. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. Let's jump here, jump there. Ah, that is very nice. Smart, Jack. Good boy. Oh, more enemies. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's go, Jack. Let's go. Let's go. We got this. We're fine. I guess we should actually move on to like 1440p because this is not intensive whatsoever for a 3080 Ti, right? Let's not spend more time at these low resolutions, right? 2560 by 1440 still on the high settings. I'm not going to touch the settings, honestly. Maybe at 16K we're going to test like low, but there's no point in doing so at these lower resolutions. And as you can see, it's pretty much the same thing. Looking in that direction, it drops to the same values as 1080p because of the CPU bottleneck. What am I supposed to do now? Drop things? I'm a cat, so maybe. Let's call an elevator, I guess. Yes, sir. That is it. It's going down though. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. All right. No, why don't you jump there? Oh my gosh. Like, some things should be jumpable, right? In my opinion, at least. Oh boy. These cats are stupid. Oh, no. You're not stupid, Jack. You're a very good boy. Don't let anybody else tell you that you're stupid, all right? Okay. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on. We can do this. Yes, sir. Come this way, monsters. Stupid idiot things. All right. How do I get inside now? Come on. Oh, boy. Okay. Now, go here. Yes, we made it. Use elevator. Oh, so many sticky little crab-looking things. They're not even looking like crabs, actually. Yeah, why do I say that they look like crabs? I don't know. And don't you worry, I'm gonna load the previous save game and go to a more GPU-intensive area to see the actual 3080 Ti's performance. But for now, we're doing it here. Let's go. Oh, this is stuck. Of course it is. Let's go there. Okay. Aha, we are cats, so we can actually work around this, kind of. Not really that well, though. Come on, Jack. All right, that's the way. Sideways is the way. Got a little bit of a cutscene now, seeing the entire city. Doesn't really drop all that much, right? It's buttery smooth still, aside from those couple of stutters here and there. It's pretty damn good. This could be faster, though. Like, come on. Okay, so the 1% lows dropped a bit there because of the cutscene and the transitions and stuff. But now let's take a look at the entire city while zipping through it, or not, because, well, it goes into another cutscene. That's kind of a shame, you know. I was looking forward to seeing that. All right, we're back here, GPU intensive area, and as you can see, 180 frames per second at 1440p. Highest settings. That's incredible, actually. The 3060 Ti was getting like 110 in this area as well. This is definitely a decent jump up in performance compared to the 3060 Ti. But do you actually need it? I don't think so. For 1440p, I think the 3060 Ti already provided a perfect experience, especially because you don't need a high refresh rate experience in this game, and that still provided that anyways. So, yes, the 3080 Ti is a beast, of course, as expected. But still, you don't really need it to play at 1440p resolution. In my opinion, of course. If you do need 144 plus FPS or 128 plus FPS all of the time at this res, well, go for it. And now at 4K is where we start seeing the true differences between this and something like the 3060 Ti. At 1440p, if you disable the FPS counter, it would be pretty much the same experience in both GPUs. But here, at 4K, this is getting 100 plus FPS in this area. Look in that direction, zooming in, it drops a little bit because it's intensive. I guess the depth of field is more intensive or something like that. Especially in one of the cutscenes, depth of field is super, super intensive there. But yeah, it still only drops into the 90s, maybe higher 80s at times, but that's about it. It's a true solid 60 plus FPS experience 100% of the time, whereas the 3060 Ti was getting like 50s, 40s at times. So this is where you start seeing a really big difference and a big jump in performance. And for 4K gaming, I really would go with something like the 3080 Ti or maybe even the 3080, because that's such a beast as well. It's around like 10% slower than this one, which will still provide an amazing experience at 4K resolution. Also, we're really close to the next generation though, so maybe I would wait if you want to invest the big bucks on the GPUs. But the thing is, those will also get scalped as well when they release, I think, and maybe you're gonna wait a few more months to get one at MSRP, and the whole thing just repeats itself. Well, we gotta see this cutscene again, but at least we're not CPU bound anymore. GPU usage is always at 99%, as it should in a GPU benchmark, and that's probably a reason to get to 12900K. Well, I will actually upgrade next generation, guys, to like a 13900K. I want to test out some Intel stuff as well. I've been using Ryzen for years now, and I want to see the blue side of things next time. But moving on, performance here is super solid, obviously. If it was at 80 plus basically in the other area, it's gonna be at probably like 100 plus here, which is insane. Stop talking to me. I really want to test this out. All right, should we start counting the FPS? Ooh, it's super intensive, rendering the entire city actually. Pretty much the same as the other scene. Okay, frame time stability is pretty bad right now because of the cutscene. And now it's stabilized, so oof, massive stutter there at the beginning. You're still alive, excellent. Yes, I am. I took some equipment to the bar. Okay, let's go to the bar. I didn't even know that this had a bar. Interesting. Getting 100s now. Let's get out of here. Use B12. Why would I... Wrong key. Oh, he closed the door. Oh, no, wait. We made it. Okay, all right. I didn't know what I did there. I skipped everything. Look at that. I was honestly expecting this to be less intensive than it actually is. Because with other GPUs, we saw like a 20% improvement in the city area. And here with the 3080 Ti, it's nowhere near that. Still pretty decent improvement though, but... yeah, we got what, 117 FPS average previously, and now we're getting 124 around here. Yeah, very interesting. It's probably because of the 4K res, I don't know, but hey, it is a buttery smooth experience. You could still say that this is a high refresh rate one with 120 FPS on average, and yeah, it's what the 3080 Ti was built for, I guess. 4K gaming. Really good visuals, really good performance as well. Oh boy, 36 FPS here in the menu, but keep in mind Jack is right there with the depth of field, so it is actually intensive here. Usually when Jack isn't there, you get double the FPS, so there's still hope, okay? This is 7680 by 4320, probably one of the reasons why some of you clicked on this video, or most of you, I guess. This and 16K, high settings, and for 16K, we're gonna bump up this resolution scale slider to 200%, and that's exactly 16K resolution because it doubles the vertical pixel count. Very intensive area, of course, as you know already, and it's dropping from 30 frames, unfortunately, but it's not like it is totally unplayable. If you just want to frame a screenshot or something like that, it's gonna be a beautiful one for sure. Mainly because it's very crispy, and crispy things are beautiful. All right. Anyways, yeah, I would obviously not recommend anybody to play like this. We're not VRAM bottlenecked, by the way. The VRAM is only at 11 gigs of usage, so a 3080 would actually be VRAM bound because it has 10 gigs, but the Ti model with 12 gigabytes, well, it is holding up fairly well. I'm still playing the game though, and it still provides more FPS than like a GTX 650 at 720p resolution with low settings. So it's pretty interesting, and maybe in the city it is gonna be playable. Ooh, drops so much inside of bushes and stuff like that. Look at that. Okay, 25, 24, cinematic. It is a cinematic experience, especially if you enable some motion blur, which I am gonna do on maximum, because it's the best cinematic experience ever. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, this is perfect, guys. Look at that. What the heck, 69 FPS? That's amazing. All right, 7680 by 4320 low. Let's do this again over here, and I'm only going to test this area from now on. There's no point in going to the city because I don't think anybody will play at 16K or 8K low settings. Because if you're playing at 8K low settings, better play at 4K high settings with much better FPS, right? And much better visuals as well. So it gets 40s. That means that the game is now super playable 100%, and if you're all about that resolution, you can have it here in Stray with the 3080 Ti, but again, why would you? Because 4K is still a very high resolution. It looks amazing, very crispy as well, and you get to play at 100 FPS in high settings. So just don't do this. This is just for science. Well, you can see that the shadows aren't as detailed right there. They're shimmery as well, but it's not a huge deal. I would still not use low settings with the 3080 Ti, obviously, but hey, it's playable now at 8K. I doubt it will be playable at 16K, because it's already eating up to 10 gigs of VRAM, and this is where a 3090 would come in handy, or a 3090 Ti, if you want to play things at 16K resolution, which... Is there somebody actually playing at 16K? I don't think so, right? First of all, you need the best GPU available in the market, and second of all, there are no 16K monitors. There are almost no 8K monitors, in fact. Alright, it's pretty much the same experience as the 3060 Ti. That I was not expecting, honestly. We are massively running out of VRAM here, and the RAM usage is super high as well. Just, it's 0 FPS. Okay, it's exactly the same as the 3060 Ti. Can it get more inside of the game? No, not really. It does look like the sharpest thing that I've ever seen in this game. Oh, now the textures are gone. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's gonna be a matter of time until this crashes or something. We saw 1 FPS there, by the way. That's not too bad. That's way better than the 3060 Ti, and there we go. That's the crash that I was waiting for. So that's been it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and it was a little bit stupid by the end of it, but that's what we do here in this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, so I can continue making stupid things for you guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow in the Sunday video. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.